the birth of a brand new universe, and what comes with that is a new god of destruction. This is the story of Dragon Ball New Horizon, a very ambitious Dragon Ball fan story that takes place after the end of not just Dragon Ball Super, but also Dragon Ball Z. But before I get into this story, here's a quick word from our sponsor. Forget everything you know about mobile games, because this is one of the most ambitious RPG projects of 2019. This is Raid Shadow Legends. This game is the most immersive experience that you'll find on a smartphone, and it can only really be compared with PC and console titles. And the best part is, it's free to play. Raid has all the features that you'd expect from a brand new RPG title, like an amazing storyline, awesome 3D graphics, giant boss fights, PvP battles, and hundreds of champions to collect and customize. But I never expected to get this level of performance out of a mobile game. Look at how crazy the level of detail is on these champions. Raid's having a special launch tournament, and it's happening right now, and it's getting big really fast. So go down to the description of this video, download Raid through the first link in the description, and get 50,000 silver immediately. And from there you'll be automatically entered into the launch tournament, where you can compete with me and other players to earn crazy in-game prizes or real-life prizes like t-shirts, figurines, power banks, and much more. Winners will get the IRL items delivered straight to their doorstep. Good luck, and I'll see you there. This story begins in the Omni King's house, his palace. He calls a ceremony between all 12 gods of destruction and their angels. For the first time, we actually see the Omni King somewhat serious, and they're not smiling or happy. It's kind of like they've taken the decisions into their own hands for this brief moment. Universe 6 and 7 arrive to this ceremony, and you see all the other gods bowing down, being professional, and then Beerus and Champa are just there, being twin brothers. They're fighting, and they're being very unprofessional gods of destruction, especially around the presence of the Omni King. So they straight up say to him, "Be quiet." And you have this shot of their eyes wide open, and it's just the most creepy thing in the world when they do that. So now that all the gods of destruction are here and in line, what the Omni King has decided is, because after seeing the Tournament of Power and getting a pretty good look at all of the universes, he has decided to give Universe 7 a gift. And now, depending on where you stand, this could either be a very good gift or something that is really, really bad. Because Universe 6 and 7 are so drastically similar to each other, opposed to the other universes, the Omni King decides that he is going to fuse Universe 6 with Universe 7, creating the first ever super universe. All the other gods of destruction are shocked, but they don't speak out about it. This is now a mixture of everything from Universe 6 and everything from Universe 7. The Grand Priest says that this new universe is a necessity to keep safe, and it must be placed under the guidance of a more responsible god of destruction. So straight away, Beerus and Champa are out of a job. From this moment, Beerus and Champa are no longer the gods of destruction, but what shocks them the most is that within 48 hours, they have to find a replacement. It is up to them. So that sets the stage for what this story is about. Universe 6 and 7 have been combined, creating a super universe that needs a more responsible god of destruction. Now, Beerus and Champa are not happy about this at all. Beerus says, "I'm not old enough to retire." This story eventually cuts over to Goku, and we see him in his blue gi post Dragon Ball Z Goku, and he's fighting against someone that we don't get to see yet, but whoever he's fighting is pushing him up to Super Saiyan 3, and of course, that's when Beerus and Whis arrive. Beerus stops this fight immediately and takes the attention away from Goku and says, "Goku, I know that you've refused this before, but this time, you've got no choice." Whis goes on to say that we are making a tier list of the best Universe 7 warriors, and of course, your number one pick. And Beerus explains to him that, "Goku, you need to be the god of destruction." And Goku, well, he's not excited about that. He puts his hand behind his head and says, "I don't think I'd be a good god of destruction," which is true. Goku would be a terrible god of destruction, but he also says that he can't really go right now because he is dedicated to making his pupil the strongest he can be. And that's when we see that the person Goku was fighting was actually Oob. Beerus gets mad at Goku, but he knows there's nothing he can do. Being a god of destruction, it doesn't roll with Goku's nature, and in the long run, it just wouldn't work. Beerus goes to the next Saiyan in line, which is Vegeta. And this is very different. The years have been kind to Vegeta. He is now sitting on a throne, now known as King Vegeta. Because Universe 6 and 7 fused, that made it a lot easier for Vegeta to go to the Universe 6 Saiyan home, and who would have thought he became king? So when Beerus asks him to become a god, he says, "I'm already the king of my people. I have no interest in becoming a god." That's what he says. Beerus is just like, "Well, you're not Goku." So now Beerus is out of options. Aside from Goku and Vegeta, who else could possibly be the god of destruction? And that's when it happens. The person they go to is Frieza. In this storyline, Frieza becomes the next god of destruction. Beerus pitches the idea to Frieza as, imagine what you could do with just the title alone of becoming a god of destruction. The power that you would have over everyone in the universe would be insane. You can tell that Beerus doesn't want him to say yes, but he has no choice. The Omni King will destroy everyone if they say no, and Frieza, it doesn't show his face, but it shows his mouth, and he is smiling. This is what he's been waiting for, and in this storyline, Frieza becomes the most powerful man in his universe. He now has Whis and Vados by his side. This is the beginning of God of Destruction Frieza in this brand new super universe, and that is where the first chapter ends. Lots of tying things together with Dragon Ball Super and the end of Dragon Ball Z. I like this story a lot, and if you want to keep up with it, if you want to read it for yourself, I will leave links down below. Let me know what you think of the story, support everything down below, and I'll see you in the next Dragon Ball video.